Welcome everyone. In my last video, I showed you 3 easy steps that you could do daily to grow your Twitter account, and I promised I would follow it up with a video on which tools you can use to easily track and unfollow your non-followers or your unfollowers on Twitter. If you may remember, I went over the fact that when you're on Twitter, this is just a random account that I've pulled up, when you're on Twitter, it is better to have more followers than people you are following. You can have more people you are following than followers, but only up to 2,000 more. So this lady could only have 10,674 people that she was following if she was working to try and get a lot of people to follow her back. Because of that 2,000 limit, with a little bit of time, you could easily max that out and not be able to follow any additional people. So that's what these tools are going to show you how to do, how to track these followers so that you can unfollow the people that are not following you back, or those that maybe click follow to you only to drop you later after you followed them back. The first tool that I'm going to go over is called ManageFlitter.com. This is a great tool. It does have free components that you can utilize. ManageFlitter.com is easy to use. The first thing I would recommend in using any of these tools is that you already be logged into Twitter. If you are, that'll make these tools that much faster. So if you haven't used ManageFlitter before, you're just going to come over here and click the sign up button, and it's going to allow you to connect to Twitter, which will take you to this screen, which will allow you to go ahead and sign in. One shameless plug for a different program, which I'm not affiliated with, but I do love, which is called LastPass. LastPass allows you to store your passwords so you don't have to remember everything, and I use that all the time. Once you are logged in, you want to head over to the Manage tab and then go over to Unfollow, which will take you over here where you can click on your Not Following Back. This is going to give you all of the followers that you have followed in chronological order. So these most recent followers are people that have been most recently followed, whereas if I go to the very last page, I can follow the people that I followed the very longest time ago and unfollow them. I do like to do this so that it gives all of these accounts a little bit more time to follow me back. Some people will go in and delete new followers like the next day if they haven't been followed back, but I've noticed that I still get active follow backs up to a week after I follow somebody. If you want to change how this is organized, or you don't think it's following based on follow order, you can click on this little order button and you can decide how you want to organize your non-followers. To unfollow people, I simply need to click on the different accounts and go through and follow. ManageFlitter does have a certain number of people that you can unfollow in a given day. That number depends on whether or not you are a paid subscription with them. I do not use a paid subscription. I use their free service. And then it also gives you different tasks that you can do to increase the amount of unfollowers you can unfollow in a single day. You can see that for this particular account, I have 35 unfollowers I can still do today. I have already unfollowed some people today, so I don't think that's my full limit. And you can increase your unfollow limit by doing certain tasks and clicking on that. Once you have clicked them, you can save your 35 unfollowers, which will bring you to this screen, and it'll give you the ability to view saved actions. Once you come over here, you can now unfollow all of the unfollowers that ManageFlitter will allow you to unfollow for the day. Because, or unless you're doing a paid subscription, if you're doing a free one, you will want to do this activity every day so that you can max that out. The next app I'm going to show you is CrowdfireApp.com. CrowdfireApp.com will allow you to sign in with Twitter. And once you come in, it does do a lot of things. If you're on the free version, it will be fairly limited. It will allow you to unfollow up to 10 people a day. I have already gone in and used my 10. So if I click on this, it's just going to tell me that I have to pay to be able to follow more. But that's how Crowdfire works. The next application I'm going to show you is statusbrew.com. It allows you to do the same sort of thing. So if you're going to log in, you want to at first get started for free. It does require like your name, your email, your phone number, but then you can go in and log in with Twitter. And I'll come over, you can authorize it to log in. Once you do log in, you want to go down to audience if you're going to do your non-followers, and then click the non-following back. You can specify by people who unfollowed you versus just have never followed you. Not following back are individuals that you have followed that have never gone and followed you back. New unfollowers are people who followed you, and then you followed them, and then they went and unfollowed you. So I just checked, and with this app, the oldest accounts that you have followed will be at the very bottom. The newest ones will be at the top. So if you want to go ahead and continue to unfollow your oldest accounts, you can do this, and essentially it's that easy. You can quickly unfollow. This one also has a limit of how many accounts you can unfollow, and you can pay to upgrade, or you can do your limit every 24 hours. The daily limit is 10. I just checked on how many I had unfollowed. The next tool I'm going to show you is Twyeby.com. Twyeby does have a free plan. If you try to sign up, it'll take you to their paid page. But if you go into log in, it'll recognize if you don't, and then if you don't have an account with them already, and it'll force you to give you them a little bit of information, but it'll set you automatically on their free plan. And you can, again, log in via Twitter. This is what the Twyeby dashboard looks like. And if you click on right here on the 373 that don't follow you, and I'm not obviously going through all the tools of all of these, I'm specifically showing tools for unfollowing non-followers, it will take you here. So these are people that I am following that are not following me back. So I can come in and I can unfollow and unfollow and so forth. So it's that easy. As you click unfollow, it'll process and then unfollow. So you can see all of these accounts have been unfollowed. Twyeby will allow you to unfollow up to 15 accounts a day if you have their free plan. Untweeps.com is the next tool I'm going to run over. It will, just like the others, allow you to sign in with Twitter. As long as you are signed in already to Twitter, it'll be easy. You can just authorize the app to let you in. You can come in and choose, these would be inactive or stale accounts. Untweeps will not allow you to manage your non-followers or your recent unfollowers, but it does allow you to go in and delete any of the people you're following that haven't tweeted within the last 30 days. This can be a useful tool as your account grows larger to getting your following, the accounts that you're following, down below the number of follows you have. So if you click on this, it's a very simple, very basic tool. It doesn't have a ton of features, but you basically just go in and click on the accounts that you want to unfollow. Scroll all the way to the bottom and unfollow the selected tweets. Once you do that, it shows the followers that you are following, I guess the accounts you are following, and that you have unfollowed those successfully. There used to be a lot more tools out there. I'm sure new tools will be available, but Twitter updated their API in 2017, and many tools simply did not feel like updating, or Twitter banned those apps and they were unable to seek resolution, just like TweetAdder and several others. Friend or follow was another one that got discontinued with the Twitter update. these are the 4 apps that I like and I feel are the easiest to use. Like I said, there have been other apps. A lot of them have been discontinued in the last few months with the Twitter API update. But if you go in and use the free accounts for these 4 apps, this will give you 70 automatic unfollowers that you can unfollow per day. Each of these apps allows you to purchase a subscription to unfollow more a day, but 70 is a pretty good number. If you're following about 100 a day, you should have more than just 30 that are probably following you back. At least I have had that experience on all of my Twitter accounts. Let me show you one more way if you're desperate to unfollow more people per day, how you can do that. This may be considered cheating, but it is also a pain. So if you're willing to do it, the more power to you. Basically, you would go into Crowdfire or ManageFlitter or any of the others and come in and highlight Control-C, which will copy it into your computer short-term memory, and then come over and click on your following. Now, Twitter's only going to show you a few, so you're going to want to keep scrolling this baby down until you can't scroll down and you have all of your followers pulled up on this Twitter account, because you do need all of them pulled up for this to work. After you've done that, you want to come over and hit Control F, which will pop up the search. Hit Control V, which is going to bring this up. And you can see if it looks like I have more than one, this is all on the same account. This person I'm following, but they are not following me back. If I kind of scroll, if I scroll down, you can see that it's telling me which followers are in fact following me back. So all of my older followers, I've been keeping tabs on who's not following me. So it takes coming up into my newer accounts before I can see that. So this guy, he's not following me back, as is any of these guys. So I can actually click this unfollow and unfollow all of these guys. So you can do a search by oldest by using Crowdfire or ManageFlitter, or you can actually just scroll down through your followers feed and unfollow everybody that Twitter shows. See, this guy's following me. Unfollow everybody that Twitter shows is not following you back. So it takes a few extra minutes maybe, because you have to open up all of your followers and get down there. It doesn't just automatically pull that list for you, but it doesn't take too much time if you are desperate to unfollow a bunch more people so that you can continue growing your account rapidly. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, as well as any suggestions or topics that you would like to see videos on. Have a great day. Thanks.